All right, this week we're going to be looking at the feminine hero. And really what I'm trying to point out is if there is any kind of a difference between the traditional epic hero, which is almost exclusively male, and a female version of the hero. Is there differences? Do they have different qualities? Does gender create a change? Your first feminine hero you're looking at is actually a tragic hero. In fact, she's the great tragic hero, the first, and that is Antigone. Antigone was the daughter of a failed hero you're going to be reading later, known as Oedipus Rex. And Antigone sacrifices herself in order to bring honor back to her family and allow her brother to have the proper burial. But she really is one of the first feminine heroes. She is tragic, so that means she's a failed hero, but in a way she's also a successful hero because she does achieve her goal. And she achieves it in a way very different than a male hero would do. After Antigone, we look at another, one could say tragic, because she does die at the end, but at the same time she contributes so much and is later redeemed by sainthood, and that is Joan of Arc. And I'm asking you to watch a really interesting film about Joan of Arc. It's a silent picture, but it really gives us a unique perspective on Joan's story. And it's a very traditional story. May not be terribly true, but it is traditional. Then we're going to be moving into the more modern feminine heroes. As for a long period, there isn't really any feminine heroes. But in this modern age, in the 20th century, we started seeing more and more feminine heroes coming. And in the 21st century, we're seeing an interesting take, particularly recently, on the feminine hero. First, you're going to get to read Wonder Woman. And the new version of Wonder Woman may be a little different than what you've heard of Wonder Woman before, because they've made a decision, DC, to turn her much more into an epic hero, and in fact, pretty much make her a female version of Hercules. She's the daughter of Zeus now, and has all the demigod powers that Hercules has. And really the only difference is that she's a woman. But that is an interesting and important difference. I'm also having you read Captain Marvel, who is basically Marvel's answer to Wonder Woman. And Captain Marvel has gone through a lot of changes as well. And the version that you're reading now is her newest version. And in this one, she has superpowers of a male character, Captain Marvel. But she gained them through Captain Marvel. He gave her, when he was dying, his powers. And because of it, she has a different perspective again. Interesting, the modern Captain Marvel is a pilot. She was originally, when she was created, she was secretary to Captain America, but now she's a pilot and she's a soldier, and a very different take in this more modernized version. And finally, I'm asking you to watch The Hunger Games, the first episode, and Katniss is a very interesting look at the feminine hero. And Katniss, more so than many of the others, though we see it a little bit in Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel, is this real difference that I believe between the feminine hero and the traditional epic hero. And that is modernity, motherhood. In a way, Katniss embraces her motherly qualities, even though she doesn't have any children. during the Hunger Games, she is a mother to her sister, and she's a mother to Rue, one of the other players. And it is really this motherly aspect of her that makes her so different than our traditional epic heroes. Now, you wrote a paper on the epic hero. I'm not going to have you write a paper this week. Instead, what I'd like you to do is something a little different. I'd like you to put together a 8 to 10 slide PowerPoint on the qualities you believe represent the feminine hero. So I'd like to see what your image of the feminine hero is. How do you define it? Do you view it differently than the epic hero? Or, I mean, is the feminine hero just the epic hero with boobs, so to speak? Or is there different qualities to the feminine hero as opposed to the epic hero? So that's where I want you to go this week. Nice, short PowerPoint, however you wish to do it. You can just have pictures. You can add words. You can add, voiceover if you want. You do not have to get that fancy if you're uncomfortable with PowerPoint. Just simply putting some words and pictures together is fine. I'm looking for about 8 to 10 slides. And that will be your project for the feminine hero. There are some PowerPoints up there about female heroes and female stereotypes in fantasy and science fiction. A little bit on feminine criticism. You'll have a quiz this week. You'll also have the journals and discussion boards. The only difference is rather than a full paper, I'm asking you to do this PowerPoint. And really, I want you to think about the qualities of the feminine hero that you believe. Separate it if there is any separation. Perhaps you don't see it. You believe that the feminine hero and the epic hero are much one and the same. You can make that argument. Just curious to see how you view it and how you're looking at the feminine hero. Give me your opinions and share your opinions with your fellow students. So that's where we're going to be at this week. Hopefully you were able to get all the material to look at. The comic books that I chose, Wonder Woman's a little more expensive, Captain Marvel's much cheaper, but I think they give you an interesting take on how the feminine hero is moving in this modern age, and I really do think we are living in the age of the modern female hero. These are definitely not the old-fashioned women. These aren't waiting for someone to save them. Even Lois Lane in the Superman book you read before isn't the old Lois Lane waiting for Superman to save her, but she is the active reporter trying to find more information. And we really are seeing a difference in feminine heroes and a much stronger view of the feminine. And I really think Katniss represents the best example of this modern female heroine. I have not seen it, but I'm also told that this new movie, Frozen, offers a very unique look at a feminine hero. And I certainly see it in some of the TV shows. Right now, I'm in particular thinking of Once Upon a Time and Emma Swan, and really the difference in all the female heroes of that particular show. I think Snow White's portrayed very differently than she had been before, but Emma Swan certainly offers another look at the feminine. So I think we're seeing the age of the feminine hero come out, and she does look different, and she does have different qualities than her masculine counterpart. And I do believe that, in particular, motherhood plays a major role in this, in the embracing of the maternal. Another great example of this is Riley from the Alien series. If you look at Riley in the first film versus her in the second film, much more motherly, embrace there, and it really changes her character and changes the aspect of her heroic abilities. So enjoy the material. I'm waiting to hear uh, what you got from it, what you thought about it. I look forward to your answers and your opinions.